Hello dear students, let's see this question of IIT JEE 99. It's a very good question of rigid body dynamics involving CTRM. So in this question there is a cylinder of mass m1 placed over a ground, and over it there is a plank of mass m2. There is no slipping in wall anywhere. A force F is applied at the plank, and because of all these things we have to find the acceleration of the plank and the center mass of the cylinder and the magnitudes and direction of the frictional forces at the contact points. So first we'll have to look for the dynamics and the kinematics of the problem both. I've created some separation to show the acceleration and forces clearly. So there is a force F applied at the plank, and because of this force this will have some acceleration A, and because there is no slipping between plank and the cylinder, so this point of the cylinder will also have acceleration A. Ground is obviously at rest, so there is no slipping between these 2 points, so this point of the cylinder will have a zero acceleration. So acceleration of the center of mass will be the half of the acceleration of the top point, or the average of the acceleration of bottom and top. So this acceleration will be A by 2. The acceleration of center of mass will be ACM will be A by 2. And there is another way to look at this. The axis through the point in contact with the ground is the instantaneous axis, because it has a no velocity, no acceleration. So this is IAOR. From IAOR, motion appears to be pure rotational motion, and suppose radius is r and angular acceleration is say alpha. So acceleration of center of mass will be r alpha, and the top point is at a distance 2r from the bottom, so that acceleration will be 2r alpha. So for simplicity, if I take this acceleration to be A, so this acceleration will become 2A, and obviously the Planck acceleration will also be 2A. So we can also write A is equal to R alpha, and that is my 0th equation. And now coming to the dynamics part, we'll start with the cylinder. Let's look for the causes of the alpha. Alpha comes from the torque. There are forces to friction and mg normal. Mg normal will not provide any acceleration, neither will provide any torque. So if suppose there is some friction, so and we are taking torque about this point, so the whatever friction is there, that will not create any torque, and angular acceleration has this sense. So the force, the friction force at the top, that alpha could be this way only if the friction at the top is along this direction, and let me call this friction to be say F2. And suppose the friction at the bottom, I am just assuming this direction to be F1. If I am wrong, my answer will come out to be negative, but F2 has to be like that only, because center mass is moving towards right, and from Newton's third law, the reaction of this F2 on the plank will be along this direction, so that will be F2. So now all the dynamics kinematics part is done. We have to apply the equation of motion. So applying equation of motion on the plank, F external is equal to MACM, so that will be F minus F2. Its mass is m2 and its mass is m1, so F minus F2 is m2 into acceleration is 2a. That is my first equation. And the equation of motion, translatory equation of motion for the cylinder, F external is equal to MACM. F external is equal to F2 plus F1, and that is equal to m1 into acceleration of center mass, which is a. This is the second equation. And then I will take a torque about center of mass. Mg normal are cancelling, not providing any torque. So torque due to F2, radius is r, that will be F2r, and torque due to F1 will be minus F1r. So adding them, the equation of torque will be F2 minus F1r is equal to I alpha. I is m1 r square by 2, and alpha from the 0th equation is the a by r. So this r square by r is r, and this r and all these things will get cancelled. So we will have f2 minus f1 is equal to m1 a by 2, and this is the third equation. So we want to solve f1 and f2 from equation 2 and 3. So let me add equation 2 and 3. So what I will get 2f2 is equal to m1a plus m1a by 2, that would be m1a by 2, 3m1a by 2. So f2 would be 3m1a by 4, and if I subtract equation 3 from 2, I will get 2f1 is equal to m1a minus m1a by 2, that would be m1a by 2. So f1 will be m1a by 4, and let me call this as equation 4 and equation 5, and I want to put value of f2 from equation 4 into equation 1. So equation 1 tells f is equal to f2 plus 2m2a, and I am putting the value of f2 is a 3m1 by 4a, and there is a 2m2a, so that would become 3m1 plus 8m2 by 4a. So that would give me a is equal to 4f by 3m1 plus 8m2. So we've got the first part answer. This is the acceleration of the center mass of the cylinder, and the acceleration of the Planck is twice of that. So acceleration, if we got a, so acceleration of Planck is 2a. Now let's calculate the friction. So from equation 5, f1 is m1 by 4 into acceleration. Acceleration is 4f divided by 3m1 plus 8m2, and this 4 get cancelled. We will get f1 is equal to m1 into f divided by 3m1 plus 8m2, and this is a positive answer. So positive answer means whatever direction of f1 that I have assumed, that is correct. So on the bottom there will be this friction f1 towards right, and the top friction has to be anyway towards the right, and that will also come positive, and we can see that f2 is thrice of f1. So thrice f1 will be thrice of m1f divided by 3m1 plus 8m2. So we got the values of the frictions also, and the both friction will act towards the right direction like this. Thank you.